Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Friday, January 27, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comment section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comment section below. Indiana Pacers vs Milwaukee Bucks. The Friday NBA schedule will tip off with a matchup between Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Bucks, 31-17, have won consecutive games and trail Philadelphia by a half game for second place in the Eastern Conference standings. On Wednesday, Milwaukee limited Denver to 39% from the field during a 107-99 home victory. I will be riding with the Bucks on the road, and I am going to lay the points, -7.5. They are the better defensive team in this game, as I don't see them allowing the Pacers to score enough points to cover this spread. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Bucks have the third lowest adjusted defensive rating, and they are holding their opponents to the sixth least amount of points scored per game. They contest shots near the rim and on the outside, as I just don't trust this Pacers offense. They only have the 17th highest adjusted offensive rating, and they have the 25th highest team shooting percentage. They will struggle with pressure in their face, which will lead to multiple turnovers and easy points going the other way. Indiana is also 2-8 in their last 10 games played, and the Bucks are slowly getting healthier. They looked great in their last matchup against the Nuggets, and I expect them to stay hot in this one. Pick the Milwaukee Bucks and lay the points, -7.5 points. Indiana ranks 5th in pace of play heading into this Eastern Conference battle with the Bucks. Tyrese Haliburton is questionable to suit up for this game against the Bucks. They are not the same team with him out of the lineup, but he is trending toward at least playing 15 to 20 minutes. With him around, the pace will be cranked up again for the Pacers, and the Bucks will be more than happy to oblige, considering Indiana is allowing opposing teams to shoot 37.1% from downtown. Our total pick is over. The total number has gone over in 6 of 8 meetings between these clubs over the last 2 seasons. Minnesota Timberwolves vs Memphis Grizzlies. This Friday, the 31-17 Memphis Grizzlies will travel to Minneapolis, Minnesota to take on the 25-25 Minnesota Timberwolves. Tip-off will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside the Target Center. This will be the third time that these two teams have matched up this season, as the Timberwolves won the last meeting, 109-101. The Grizzlies are coming into this one after falling to the Golden State Warriors, 122-120. They struggled on the defensive end of the court as they allowed the Warriors to shoot 50.6% from the floor. They will have to contest more shots in this one if they want to challenge the Timberwolves on the road. Minnesota is entering this game after taking down the New Orleans Pelicans, 111-102. They were great on the offensive end of the court, as they will have to stay efficient in this one if they want to take care of business at home. I will be hammering the Grizzlies on the road, and I will lay the points, -3.5. They will be highly motivated to bounce back after their loss to the Warriors, and the Timberwolves have continued to struggle on the defensive end of the court. They currently have the 18th lowest adjusted defensive rating, but they are allowing the 19th most points per game, and they have struggled to defend on the perimeter. The Grizzlies will be able to efficiently score inside the paint or on the outside, as Minnesota isn't going to be able to slow them down. Now Minnesota will also struggle to consistently score, as the Memphis defense is legit. They have the lowest adjusted defensive rating in the league, and they are holding their opponents to the lowest shooting percentage from the field. They will continue to apply pressure consistently throughout this game, which won't allow the Timberwolves to keep up. Memphis is also scoring the 5th most points per game, and they have a very well-rounded roster. They will continue to attack throughout this game, and I expect them to bounce back on the road. Pick the Memphis Grizzlies and lay the points, -3.5 points. I lean towards the under in this matchup, as Minnesota's offense has been just mediocre this season, while the Grizzlies' offense has struggled on this road trip. Memphis is 24-22 in hitting the under this season, while Minnesota is 26-24 in hitting the under, and when the T-Wolves are home underdogs the under is 6-4. Then, when Memphis is a road favorite the under is 11-8. The Grizzlies do play at a fast pace, as Memphis plays at a pace of 104.6 which ranks second, but their offensive efficiency ranks 18th, while Minnesota is playing at a pace of 103.7 which ranks 7th, but their offensive efficiency ranks 16th. Our total pick is under. Finally, in the two games these two teams played, the games are averaging just 213.5 ppg. Miami Heat vs Orlando Magic. Orlando will try to pick up its first three-game winning streak since December 18 when it travels to Miami on Friday night. The Magic have won 3 of their last 4 games, including a pair of wins against Boston and Indiana. Miami has won 6 of its last 8 contests, beating New Orleans and Boston in back-to-back games earlier this week. I am a fan of the way both teams are playing right now, but there is almost always going to be value on the type of team like Orlando in this matchup. Miami has become a household name in the Eastern Conference over the past few seasons, while Orlando is flying under the radar further down the standings. The Magic have covered the spread in 6 of their last 7 games, and they have also covered in 6 of the last 8 games between these teams. Butler was a late scratch due to back tightness on Tuesday, and Harrow continues to struggle from the perimeter, which are 2 factors that make me feel even better about backing Orlando as a road underdog. Our team pick is Orlando plus 7 points. The under is also the way to go there as Orlando has a decent enough defense to not let Miami's offense get going, while the Heat's defense should shut down Orlando's offense. This season, Miami is 27-22 in hitting the under, while the Magic are 21-25-1, but on the road, Orlando is 11-10-1 in hitting the under. Currently, Miami plays at a pace of 99.2, which ranks 27th, while their defensive efficiency ranks 3, and their offensive efficiency ranks 26th. The Magic, meanwhile, play at a pace of 101.4 which ranks 17th, while their offensive efficiency ranks just 23rd, which is why I'm expecting a low-scoring game. Our total pick is under. Finally, in Orlando's last 10 games, the games are averaging 222.7 ppg, while Miami's last 10 games are averaging 209.2 ppg, which is what I am expecting in this one, as this game could be one where both teams score under 100. Cavaliers vs Thunder. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 30-20, 10-15 away, will travel to Oklahoma City, OK to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder, 23-25, 14-10 home, at Paycom Center. The Thunder have won 3 of their last 5 games, but are coming off a loss to the Atlanta Hawks, while the Cavaliers have won 2 of their last 5 games and are coming off a win against the Rockets. The Oklahoma City Thunder are entering this game with a scoring advantage over the Cavaliers, considering Cleveland's top scorer is looking to be out in Friday's matchup. Mitchell did not play for the Cavs in Thursday's contest against the Rockets and looks to be out again on Friday. Without Mitchell on the court, the Thunder will have one less weapon to worry about. In addition, Oklahoma City has really heated things up offensively since facing Cleveland in early December, especially with how explosive Gilgeous-Alexander has been. The 6'6" point guard is averaging 30.8 points per game, ranking him 5th in the NBA. He has 3 consecutive games scoring 30 or more points, so look for him to earn his 4th straight 30-plus point game. In his last game, he earned 36 points after shooting 59.1% from the floor and 100% from beyond the arc. With his offensive talent and the Cavs likely being without Mitchell, take the Thunder plus 1 point. The Cavaliers are in action Thursday night against the Houston Rockets and will be on the second leg of a back-to-back for this game. Donovan Mitchell came up limping after he fell to the ground, but it turned out to just be a cramp. It remains to be seen who is held out, as NBA coaches hold their cards tight when it comes to lineups. Expect someone to sit here, possibly Mitchell or Darius Garland, but even so, this game will go under the total. Cleveland leads the NBA in rebounding and allowing the fewest points per game. They will pull out the stops late when they have to against OKC. Take this one to go under. Golden State Warriors vs Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors look for their 3rd consecutive victory on Friday when visiting the Golden State Warriors. Toronto is 22-27 and last in the Atlantic Division, 13 games behind the first-place Boston Celtics. Toronto defeated the Sacramento Kings 113-95 on Wednesday, behind 26 points and 11 rebounds from Pascal Siakam. The Raptors shot 49.5% overall and out-rebounded Sacramento 41-34. While Toronto can count on all of its important players, Golden State might miss Andrew Wiggins, non-COVID illness, who sat out Wednesday's win against Memphis. The Raptors struggle to defend the three-point line, but they have weapons to hurt the Warriors' D, so I'm backing the visitors to hang around and cover the spread. Our team pick is Toronto Raptors against the spread. The Raptors are doing a great job getting to the foul line, and the Warriors allow the second most free throw attempts per 100 possessions in the league, 25.7. If the Raptors continue to take good care of the ball, they'll stand a chance in this matchup, especially if Wiggins remains on the shelf. Toronto is 7-3 at TS in its last 10 games overall, whereas Golden State hasn't covered in 5 straight outings on the home court. There's a lot of data that supports taking the over here, and we're gonna start with historical trends. The over has hit in 12 of the last 16 games that Toronto has played in Golden State. In terms of recent performance, the total has gone over in 6 of the Raptors' last 9 games and 5 of the last 7 for the Warriors. In addition, Golden State plays at the highest pace in the entire NBA, which gives them even more opportunities to splash threes. They average 119.2 points per game at home, while Toronto averages 112.1 ppg on the road, a combined 231.3 points. Our total pick is over 229.5 points. When they played in December, there were 236 points scored, and I see a lot of reasons to take the over once again.